Hi, this is Kari from Quilter. In today's video tutorial, I'm going to take you through my thought process as I designed this gear to be a foundation piecing friendly project. And to do that, I wanted to minimize the number of sections in my block, so see my process during this video. On the home screen of my project, select Design a Block from Scratch. And I'm going to do a new block, Pieced an Applique, and select an Easy plus Applique. And I'll go to the Tracing Image tab and select Import Image. And in my folder, I actually have two images, and then the first one was something that I pulled off the internet, and it was a ping file that was basically copyright free, and I used that as a start for my image. And you can see my actual drawn block is on the left, so I'm going to select that and we're going to go ahead and trace that. And under crop, I'll just select OK. And the first thing that I do when I do a foundation pattern is to try to figure out how to section it. And my goal is to have as few of sections as possible because that makes for ease in foundation piecing. So I'll go to my drawing tools, and my first division is going to go here. And if I don't draw my line quite correctly, I can move the nodes, and I'm trying to follow the back of this gear. And I should just pause and say, in terms of precision toolbar, the biggest thing is that the snapping options should be set to snap to lines and arcs of drawing only. Don't worry about any of the rest at this point. I do also set my snaps to 4x4 just so I don't have a lot of dots cluttering my page. Okay, now that I've broken that in two, I can see that I'm going to need to do a section for really here on down. So I'm going to use my line tool and draw that. And then I'm going to break the snow right at this point. And I also need, because of the bottom of the pole, I need to split there. So I think those are going to be my 5 sections. And I am going to do an Add to Project sketchbook. And I will start with this top left quadrant, and I can start from the outside and work my way in. So that would be the last piece. And then we have sort of the sky, and the bottom would be the thigh, and then everything else is in the middle. And again, I'm sort of working from my outside in. I'm always trying to match up two lines. And one of my goals is to not cross lines when I create foundation patterns. And then I'm going to do a zoom in, and I'm going to draw the last line to split the hand. And then I can go back to Fit to Work table. And for the next section, I'm going to start there. And the next section is pretty simple. And I am going to zoom in when I do this last section. And I may even move that a little bit. So for this section, I've got that piece. And let me zoom back out. Now, I could do each of these separately, but it would be nice to keep that line fairly straight. So I'm going to break one of my foundation rules, and I'm actually going to drag a line across two foundations. Now it's important to remember in each foundation though that I still need to be able to keep those easy to draft. And I'll zoom in to do the tip of the ski. And if I want to snap to node, right, where I probably would like to do that here, I will turn on snap to node just for that one item, and then I will turn it back off. I'm going to move that one node to match up as well. So with my edit tool, oops, undo, make sure you don't move the wrong item, and I think I'm going to like that just a little bit better. Okay, back to fit to work table and ready to color. And then I'm going back to the draw tab, and before I put the face in, I'm going to do an add to project sketchbook, and I'm going to take a look at my foundations. And that was exactly how I was hoping they were going to split. So I'm going to take a look at the numbering. If I want to make any changes, I can do that. And I'm going to change that to a 6-inch block and do a preview. So I can close that, and then what I'm going to do is go back to the Draw tab, go to the Applique, use my Shapes tools and use an oval, and just go from the top to the bottom of the oval to create the face. Back to color, go ahead and color that, and add that to the sketchbook as well. Thanks so much for watching. For additional tips and techniques, please subscribe to my newsletter at www.onpointquilter.com.